Happy Friday Eve and welcome to Show Me St. Louis. I'm Dana DiPiazza. We start the show today uncovering all the best experiences our area has to offer as per usual. And after meeting with Disco, a website that helps you find the best activity for you, we found Cara Harjes. Now what first drew me to Cara was her bright, colorful, and happy art, but what I didn't know from the outside of her art studio is how much meaning was actually behind her craft. I got the chance to sit down with her and dig deep, and I'm so excited to share her story with you this morning.
It's every art lover's dream, especially if you love the color pink. A studio where you can let loose, have fun, and learn a thing or two about yourself along the way. So if you wouldn't consider yourself to be too talented with the paintbrush, but love getting crafty, intuitive painting might be exactly what you're looking for.
With intuitive painting, you don't know what you're going to do, you don't have a plan, and you're just allowing each little part of the process sort of inform the next part. And so it can be messy, it can be playful, and a lot of times the coolest parts come about from a mistake or a drip or a smudge. So I tie that back in for people about that's how life can be.
Cara's Art Loft sessions come paired with peace, quiet, and patience as she guides you through the process, which only makes sense after hearing her story.
My background is actually in psychology, and I practiced counseling with clients for about a decade. But I started really young, and after about 10 years, I found myself just needing to do a little more growth myself before I continued seeing clients. I remember saying, I was like in my early 30s, and I remember saying, maybe I'll revisit this like when I'm in my 40s. Maybe I'll have a little more life experience then. And now I'm in my 40s, and I had no idea how much life experience would take place in those 10 or 15 years for me.
Cara's art career all began just over 10 years ago with a request from her husband Herb. He recognized her creative abilities before she did, asking her to make him a painting for Christmas. Cara began making artwork that made people feel good and made her feel something.
And then everything sort of like came to a halt in the summer of 2015, and we got a cancer diagnosis for Herb and learned that he had pancreatic cancer. And we decided that we were just going to keep doing what we were doing, which was living our lives and growing our family. So while Herb was going through medical treatments and chemotherapy, we continued to grow our family, and we had another baby. Herb started getting sicker and sicker, and eventually within a matter of weeks after our second baby was born, he died. It happened much quicker than we ever could have imagined. Eventually it was sort of like, well, what do I want to do next? How do I want to handle this? Because I can't control that this happened, but I get to choose what I do next. And I don't want to just walk around this planet as a body to hold a heartbeat. I want to do something. I want to continue to be who I am and grow more and more into that person and into the person that Herb saw me as.
So she kept painting. Despite the dark times, Cara kept her art bright and colorful and wanted to bring that therapeutic feeling of putting her heart on the canvas to others.
And that's when like the classes and workshops started evolving, and eventually like the one-on-one art loft sessions became a place where I can sort of scratch that itch of really wanting to be sort of a caregiver for people and kind of be a gentle guide for them.
Bringing her passion for people and art together, just as Herb knew she would.
My art studio is where Herb kind of named a part of me that I hadn't known about myself. And so it was a place to connect to him as well, and to kind of continue doing what he thought that I could do.
A space where creatives can feel safe, have fun, and let go.
Such a cool experience. Again, that was Cara and I in her art loft. So you can go ahead and book your session right now and get 20% off with the code ShowMeCara20. Now, a local DJ